Bonjour, bienvenue à Paris. Welcome to Paris. So today we're going to do a bus tour, which I think is very important. If you're a first timer in Paris, I entreat you to do a bus tour because it gives you a layout of the city. You get to see all the most iconic landmarks and know what districts they are in, and that kind of helps you to navigate the city. So come with me as we go on this historic tour. So you can buy a 24-hour bus pass, you can buy a 48-hour or 72 hours, that's 3 days, depending on how you want to use it. And it costs about 20 euros per day. So just look at your schedule and see what is appropriate. What you see on the right is the Seine River, which runs through Paris and empties into the English Channel. The Seine River has played a significant role in French history, culture, and commerce. Its banks has witnessed centuries of events, making it one of Europe's great historic rivers. There are about 37 bridges across the Seine in Paris, including the famous Pont Alexandre III and Pont Neuf. So we might see that along the way, but let's enjoy the view as we go on. There are also cruises that you can do on the Seine River, which I encourage you to do. If you can get a ticket, it's about 20 euros. Some of the deals that you buy online, they probably might throw in a free Seine cruise, so take advantage of that. It's a beautiful thing to do. This ground building across the river is the conciergerie, which was part of a royal palace, which later became a courthouse and a prison. During the French Revolution, this is where Marie Antoinette was held and later executed. This is the most famous cathedral in France. This is the Notre Dame Cathedral, which is still under construction from the 2019 fire. So we are in the Latin Quarter, and it's because it's like a university area where they used to teach in Latin. This is the Sorbonne, the University of Paris. This is the CUNY Museum. This is the Institute of France. Musée d'Orsay. This beautiful square here was renamed Place de la Concorde in 1795. Now this square is historically significant as it was the site of many public executions during the French Revolution, including those of King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. Those have been replaced by this beautiful obelisk, which is called the Luxor obelisk. This obelisk is about 3,300 years old and was originally located at the entrance to the Luxor temple in Egypt. We have reached one of the most iconic and beautiful avenues in Paris. This is Champs-Élysées. This avenue stretches 1.9 kilometers through the 8th arrondissement in northwestern Paris. It is known for its theaters, cafes, luxury shops, and also the finish line for the Tour de France cycling race. As you can see, the Louis Vuitton shops on this avenue, also the newest Louis Vuitton hotel that they're building on this avenue, and this avenue stretches all the way to the Arc de Triomphe. This is one of the must-see monuments in Paris, the Arc de Triomphe, which honors those who fought and died for France in the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars. Now, you can't access this by crossing the street. Nope. There is an underground tunnel that goes to this monument. So we'll stop and just take a look at it before we continue. Napoleon I commissioned the arch in 1806 after his victory at the Battle of Austerlitz. Construction began on August 15th, Napoleon's birthday. So we are here at the Arc de Triomphe. Now, get your tickets before you get here. The office here closes at 5. I got here and they have tickets, so if you book your tickets online, that's the best way. And you can go up. Now this is a beautiful piece of art that you gotta come and experience. So we'll just get closer and have a view of all the writings on the walls. It's like a military monument. to honor the brave ones that sacrificed for the revolution. Alright, we are back on the bus, so let's continue our tour. It was nice seeing the Arc de Triomphe. If you want a good shot of the Eiffel Tower, then you can alight at the Museum de l'Homme, the Museum of Mankind, and take a picture of the Eiffel Tower. Alright, as we ride on, this is a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. And you know the Eiffel Tower was constructed as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair to crown the centennial anniversary of the French Revolution, designed by Gustave Eiffel. One of the most iconic bridges in Paris is Pont Alexander III. It's a decked arch bridge that was inaugurated in 1900. The bridge is named after the Tsar Alexander III of Russia, who had concluded the Franco-Russian alliance in 1892. Les Invalides, officially known as Hotel National des Invalides, is a complex located in the 7th arrondissement of Paris. Its history dates back to the 17th century, when it was originally built by Louis XIV as a hospital and retirement home for war veterans. Currently, it's famous for housing the tomb of Napoleon I, or Napoleon Bonaparte. Still in the 7th arrondissement, on your right is the Musée Rodin, which is a museum that is dedicated to the artwork by the French sculptor Auguste Rodin. It's a very cold day in France, and I'm trying to do these videos. It's not easy at all. This is the Grand Palais. The other one is the Petit Palais. This is La Madeleine, a Catholic parish church located in the 8th arrondissement. This church was initially planned by Louis XV as a focal point of the new Rue Royale, leading to what is now Place de la Concorde. Construction began in 1764, but it was halted due to the French Revolution. Napoleon Bonaparte later redesigned it in the neoclassical style as a monument to the glory of his armies. After Napoleon's downfall, construction resumed and the church was finally completed in 1842. The building is surrounded by Corinthian columns on all four sides. The interior boasts frescoes on the domed ceiling and monumental sculptures by prominent 19th century French artists, including Francois Rude. It once hosted the composer Chopin's funeral, and it came to represent the glory of the 19th century Paris. So that is it for our bar store. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please subscribe Thank you.